The sun had just begun to set over the fields of Somerset, painting the sky in soft hues of pink and gold. The crowd at the Willow Hill Music Festival swayed like a single living organism, caught in the rhythm of the music and the warmth of summer. Maya stood near the center of the crowd, her denim jacket wrapped around her waist, her long curly hair lit by the fading sunlight. She loved live music, not just for the bands, but for the feeling of being lost in a sea of strangers who, just for a night, all moved to the same beat. She danced slowly to the acoustic set playing on the main stage, eyes closed, beer in hand, her body soft and fluid. For a moment, she felt completely free, until someone accidentally bumped into her shoulder, not hard, but enough to make her eyes open. "Oh, I'm so sorry," said a voice. She turned and saw him. He had a messy kind of charm, tousled dark hair, black t-shirt damp from the heat, a wristband full of colors up his arm. There was something boyish in the way he looked at her, slightly apologetic but intrigued. "No worries," she said, smiling. "Hard not to crash into someone in this crowd." "I was trying to get a better view," he said, squinting toward the stage. "But clearly I just ruined your groove." She laughed. "You might have improved it." He grinned.
"I'm Aiden."
"Maya." They stood there, the music continuing around them like a warm river. There was no urgency in the way they spoke. The festival had a way of slowing things down, even while everything pulsed with sound. "What brought you here?" she asked. "Honestly?" Aiden said, "I didn't even plan to come. My friend bailed last minute. I decided to come alone." She raised an eyebrow. "That's bold." He shrugged. "Sometimes you gotta get lost to find something." That sentence lingered in her mind. She didn't know why, but she liked the way he said it. Not to impress, just because it was true. They talked through the next two songs, about favorite bands, childhood memories, worst first dates, best meals, and dreams they hadn't told many people. It was easy, flowing, like the night air around them. Then the lights dimmed, and the stage lit up in purples and blues. The crowd roared. The headliner was coming on. People pressed closer. Aiden looked at her. "You want to stay here or move up front?" "Let's go," Maya said, grabbing his hand without thinking. He followed, surprised, but not letting go. They weaved through the crowd, laughing, stumbling over blankets and half-empty cups, until they reached the front barricade. The lights flared. The music started, louder now, vibrating through their ribs. Maya looked up at Aiden. His face was glowing in the strobe lights, his mouth moving to the lyrics, his eyes wide like a kid seeing something for the first time. And then he looked at her. They didn't speak. They didn't have to. Something was building, not just in the music, but between them. A quiet charge, a kind of gravity. The world became slow motion for just a second, and he leaned in. Maya met him halfway. Their lips touched, quick, hesitant, then again, slower, fuller. The lights pulsed around them. The bass shook the ground. People danced and jumped all around them. But in that second, it felt like the entire festival had paused just for them. His hands were warm on her waist. Her arms slipped around his neck. The kiss deepened. It wasn't wild or desperate. It was soft, curious. Like two people realizing something important at the exact same moment. When they pulled back, both of them breathless, the music dropped into a quiet, haunting bridge. Perfect timing. "Wow," Aiden whispered, forehead resting lightly against hers. That felt like part of the song. She laughed, heart pounding. "Yeah, but better." They didn't say much after that. They just danced. Together. Closer than before. And as the stars began to appear in the sky, the night and their story was only just beginning.